All right. Hell yeah. Steam recommended me a new game for me to play. Oh, this looks pretty wholesome. Looks like a kid spending time with his aunt and older cousin, making memories. Great. Sounds like a wholesome experience to me. Okay, so I was told to download this patch to get the game running. All right, let's launch it and start playing. What the fuck is this? Why are they fucking in the main menu? O- Okay, whatever. Let's keep playing. Oh, cool. We're doing dishes with our aunt. That's pretty cool. And holy shit, Mr. Nutsack, why did you drop your pants and start fucking your aunt's thighs? What the fuck is this game? What is happening? Hello everyone. Michael here. You see, I'm a little bit traumatized. That first part, I kind of made it up. I knew this was a weird ass sex game, but other than that, I was blind going into this. The only two things I knew was that there was sex, and there are people that spent over 20 hours on this game. And I'm simply not that strong of a person. I could only endure 5 hours of this. I could do one whole playthrough before I called it quits, because you can play this game using one hand. All you need is a working mouse to play this game. So you can imagine how engaging it is. But you know what? We'll get into that later. So for this review, just a standard ass shit. Just gonna break it up into 3 parts: story, gameplay, and anything else I haven't talked about. So without wasting any more of your time, let's talk about Domestic Girlfriend, the game.
Dude, I want to jerk off! Fuck! I want to jerk off! Look at this!
The story is pretty fucking basic, alright? Once we click on new game, we get to name our protagonist, even though it can only be 4 letters long. I chose Ball, so I'm gonna refer to him as Balls, Lil Bro Nutsack, or Mr. Nutsack. And Lil Bro Nutsack's going to visit his aunt and cousins to spend the summer with them, while his parents are going on a business trip. We get to our aunt's house, and we meet the 3 of them. But real quick, I gotta say, we came in to aunt's house just like dripped out. We got the Prada sweater on. All right, it's so opium. We're looking like Hubert out here. So we meet the 3 of them: Aunt Miyuki, one of the cousins Rio, and the other cousin Yui. Oh yeah, and also the blue guy uncle who doesn't even have a name. No one gives a shit about him, so that's the last time you'll hear me mention him. Moving on, we get a tour of the home and the tutorial, which tells us what we can and can't do. There's also other areas we can go around town, but right now our main task is to do some fucking homework, alright? And we can do homework with one of the 3, each of them having their own mini game that we'll talk about later. So we're stuck here for a month doing homework. And also fucking our own relatives. Actually, wait, no, this isn't. That's not right. That's not the right choice of words. Our aunt and cousins diddle and rape us because, you know, when starting a new game, it says all the characters are over 18, and I believe that for the 3 girls, obviously. But Mr. Nutsack here, he can't be over 13, and my proof is the dialogue that happened. See, Yui's talking about school clubs and shit. I'm assuming like high school clubs. And Lil Bro Nutsack thinks to himself that he wants to join a club when he gets to that age. So yeah, I'm convinced that he's like 12 or 13 years old. But maybe, you know what? Maybe my Western capitalist mind has been corrupted. This takes place in the wonderful place of Japan. So let's do some research. Okay, what is the age of consent in Japan? Holy fucking shit, it was 13 at some point? Okay, well, it got raised to 16, so even then, Mr. Balls is too young. Alright, let's look up, is incest a crime in Japan? Oh, there's no law criminalizing it. So, it is legal. It's just frowned upon. Oh, gotcha. So my Western mind has been corrupted a little bit, but I'm still fucking traumatized, alright? This shit ain't right. Okay, there's not much else to say about the story. There's 3 trips we take throughout the summer. We go hiking, we go to the beach, and lastly, we go watch fireworks. And after all that, our parents pick us up, and we're out that bitch. Overall, story's basic. To be honest, I don't like or dislike it. It simply exists, and I acknowledge its existence. So, let's move on to the real meat and potatoes, the gameplay. Oh, the gameplay. The fucking gameplay. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can play this game entirely using only the mouse. But let's talk about the mini games real quick. We'll start with Miyuki. So, in exchange for her helping us with homework, we have to scrub some dishes. Cool. Fine by me. In this mini game, guess what you do? You hold left click until the endurance bar gets close to the 0. And that's when we stop holding it, because if the scrubbing bar is too high, we'll fucking break the dish into a million pieces, and we won't get our sweet, juicy yen. The second minigame is with Yui, where we do some math drills, and can you guess what we do in this one? We hold down left click until we're hovering over the correct answer. This minigame, it put my math skills on display, and let me tell you, I'm a complete fucking retard when it comes to math. I suck at it. Alright, so I didn't do this one a whole lot. The third homework drill is with Rio, where we collect bugs and catch fish to bring to her. And, I don't know what we do with them. I guess we study them. The mini game is fishing, so I don't know what we do with them. Yeah, that's it for the 3 mini games. But, you know why you clicked on this video. Let's talk about the other mini games. But before that, we must talk about the different bars and skills, because this is an in-depth RPG, tabletop RPG. It's like fucking Morrowind, okay? It's a lot to take in. There's a lot of fucking bars that we need to keep in check. But don't worry, Professor Michael is here to walk you through it. It's okay. So, let's focus our attention to the left side of the screen. The top bar is our lust bar. We need to keep this in check, because if it hits 100 at any point, anywhere, Lil Bro Nutsack will nut on the spot, lowering our stamina and our lust. The second bar, stamina, that's pretty self-explanatory. This one comes into effect during the sex scenes, and we can increase it by climbing the mountain in the woods. We can also regenerate our stamina by taking a bath, either by ourselves or with one of the 3 girls, doesn't matter. And lastly, our memories bar. Spending time with any of the girls will increase the memory bar, and all this does is give us XP or whatever to get new skills. Alright, now that the left side has been discussed, let's focus our attention now to the right side of the screen. We see the 3 girls. Pink bar is the affection bar. Spending time with any of them will increase the affection. The blue bar below is the homework progression. Once we do some homework, this will be filled up. I think this will increase the affection cap. I'm not for sure, because the cap would just increase randomly. And finally, so I can stop talking about bars, the status for each of the girls contains the following: lewdness, service, perversion, and satisfaction. They all will increase by spending time with them. Besides satisfaction, that one will only increase during the sex scenes, of course. So we don't need to worry about that one. Not yet, at least. And now that we're talking about the sex scenes, let's actually discuss them. So how are they? How are they? That's like the realest question you can ask for games like this. And you know what? It is some of the funniest and most random shit I've ever seen. For example, the one I said in the intro was real. That little skit, I wasn't making that up. We're doing dishes with Miyuki, and out of nowhere, from left field, Lil Bro Nutsack drops his pants and just starts to ferociously fuck her thighs. Another example is also with Miyuki. We're sleeping with her, and we wake up to see her and Mr. fucking blue purple guy from Five Nights at Freddy's 69ing. All right, there's so many other examples, and it's just they're all so random. Like I'm going off the fucking script right now. They're so random, because you will be doing homework with one of them, and you will spawn back into the living room, and then boom, immediately you start hearing that fucking that one sound, the one sound that just plays during every sex scene. You start hearing that, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? What just happened? Oh man, yeah, they're so random. And the wording. Oh yeah, the wording. Oh, this game uses words like meat stick and splurge. And it just caught me so off guard, and it broke me. I could probably make a 2-hour compilation of me laughing at all of this. Like, I'm just speechless. I'm speechless right now. Because the wording is just, it's so fucking funny. Oh, yeah, also, we gotta talk about the deep skill tree. Because, the skill trees and the sex scenes go hand in hand. So basically, there's 2 different skill trees. The H scenes skill tree, which is sex scenes. This will allow us to do basic things like getting one of them to suck our dicks, to do different positions, to have threesomes or even foursomes. And they will also allow us to do the most outrageous things like, and I quote, stick it in her pussy while she sleeps, end quote. Or who could forget, stick it in her mouth while she sleeps. So there's 3 different rape skills you can get. The second skill tree it's a lot more tame. It's called the coke skill. And this will allow us to get one of the girls to show us her panties, her ass, her tits. And it also helps us catch fish easier. That one's probably the most important skill. Because if you fish in the ocean, yeah, like the fish have Parkinson's or something. They're moving everywhere. But all right, back to the scenes. You can only have them if the girl's in a room by herself, and you hold down left click to go faster. But watch out, can't go too fast because if the stamina bar hits 0, Mr. Nutsack will just pass out right then and there. This happened to me a couple times, and I don't remember if there's a penalty for it or not. Also, there's a noise meter. The faster we go, more sound we make. Other people in other rooms can hear it if we go too fast, and it'll increase their suspicion bar. But this never happened to me because you can immediately get a skill called silence, which makes everything we do silent, and it won't alarm anyone, so I never had to worry about this. We can also get money and buy things to increase our skills. You could buy items to give to the girls and increase whatever stat we're going for. There's also a card game we can do, but I never played it, so I can't speak on that. But overall, the gameplay is fucking boring. I could have taken a nap while playing this. I think this is a perfect game for someone who is just zanned out of his mind. Like, this is a game someone could play if they take like 7 Hulk bars. You know, and they could play this no problem. So yeah, it's fucking boring. And yeah, at the same time, it was just the randomness of every scene that it kept me laughing every second throughout this game. So you know what? I give it the Michael seal of approval. So we've talked about the story, talked about the gameplay, talked about the skill trees, talked about pretty much everything you need to know about this game, so there's not much else to talk about. The music is fine. It's just it repeats so many times that I just tuned it out or played some other videos or music to listen over. But you know what? As much as I have shit on this game, the randomness kept me playing, and for that, I give this whole ass game a Michael seal of approval. There is DLC for this game. I'm not buying it, or do I plan on playing it, at least as of right now. And you know what? Although this isn't a furry game, I think they're similar enough to be compared to them. And you know what? I think this might have been the best one I've played. Sure, I spent $10 on it, and that's on sale. This shit's $20. I don't recommend it for $20. If you can get it for $10, fine, fuck it, why not? But I sure as hell don't regret spending $10 on it. The story, basic. Gameplay is mind-numbingly easy, but the randomness kept me engaged. The dialogue is fucking hilarious, and it kept me engaged for the 5 hours I spent on it. But you know what? I've rambled on enough. If you enjoyed this video, throw your monitor, phone, or TV at the first person you see. If you hated this video, I don't know. Punch the dislike button. I don't care. Comment, subscribe for that free iPhone 4S. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, Michael's out this bitch. God damn it, I fucking hate this game.